बताऊंगा। Namaskar. I'm Kumar Rakesh and you're watching Global Governance News TV. Today, just our topic is will Bharat free from the politics of reservation and casteism? And this is a curse, and this is just for the development and what we think about this and how this the as till now the India, that is Bharat, 50% cap on reservation, reaching the end of its existence. What's the reason behind it? Election pressure or just for the development? If you see, analyze the situation after independence, India, Bharat has a significant system of affirmative action based on the reserving seats in educational institutions, well as government job for Dalit and Adivasi communities that have been historically disadvantaged by the caste. In 1990, Union Government of Bharat decided to accept the recommendation of the Mandal Commission and extend affirmative action benefit to other backward classes. A vast collection of caste groups that lie between the upper caste and Dalit in social order that was a claim to be this would be on the one order as the Constitution of Bharat, India, all are same, all are equal. But sorry to say, all are not equal till today. Even the here in Bharat, the great government led by the Narendra Bhai Modi, Prime Minister Modi, but still we are not hopeful. But we just appeal: will this Modi government will end the reservation and the caste is as they have the removed 370, 35A, or just build the Ram Mandir after 492 years of the curse, and so many good things. If you see the data and the population uh, initially for the only three caste, reservation was given for the upliftment and equality. Three groups: scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. Now, recent and after coming the Modi government within 7 years, economically backward class has been included. So it has already Supreme Court has given the instruction the reservation quota should not be more than 49.5. But if you see and calculate the all equation, that is very confusing, very disgusting, only for the poll politics, we'll find more than 52%. And ultimately, only the backward classes and SC/ST will getting the benefit, no other one at claimed by the for the economically backward section. And whatever the caste line has been divided earlier by the English, but after that, same pattern of English. And whatever claim, whatever Baba Sahib Ambedkar done, but this is also matter of fact, the Constitution of India not made by the Baba Sahib Ambedkar. There is also myth and the truth, and we can understand. But the president, the chairperson of the Constitution Committee for drafting the Constitution, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who became the first president of Bharat. So many myths, so many realities, so many lies we have just seen, have been seeing, but still question is unanswered. Does just Bharat need the reservation and the casteism, or these two factors are the mode for development or for the just boon or the men and the curse? How just we analyze for the two person and as we have the Alok Laharji, a senior journalist from Spain, also research scholar, and Vandana ji from Chicago. Recently, she has she has come across so many this type of question of the reservation. So first I'll take Vandana ji, then Alok ji.
Namaskar to everybody, Alok ji and Kumar Rakesh ji, and to the viewers of ours. As we have already discussed on this subject, a nation who wants to go from a developing to a developed nation has to come out from these. You want to support the people, definitely. There should be welfare schemes, but for the people, those who are financially weak. So it should be above the politics. But when we see politics is playing such a key role, no matter which party comes to rule, we are just saying, like, because this thing, the reservation by Baba Sahib Ambedkar ji was done only for 10 years. I think he never realized that he will not be there, means when the 10 years is getting over. And this is continuing. 75 years, Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav. So Azadi for whom? For the few selected ones. And then, Alokji, which pains you the most, there are so many people, generation by generation, they're abusing this. Because, and that is on every level you can get, like, but when it comes to the treatment, the politicians are very scared to get themselves treated, and they are looking forward to come outside to the Western world to get them treated. Because if you have a person who is from a reserve category and he's a physician, why? Means you should be the first one to go to them. Because so coming to that, because this is there any means like reforms? There are definitely reforms needed on this. And maybe for this ruling government, there are certain very strict decisions that they may have to, very strong decisions, not the strict decisions, the strong decisions have to be taken by them, like beyond. I'm not talking, give it to them, but not on the basis of caste, color, and creed. Give it to the one, those who are deserving, those who are financially weak. Give it to them, uplift them, but don't keep giving them fish. This is a saying. Teach them fishing. Means when we are just, so otherwise we are making them impotent, to be honest. आप उनको नपुंसक बना रहे हो, because उनको मालूम है 33% marks leke I can get admission into a medical college or an engineering college, and the other guy who has 95, 97. So it is actually in on the campuses of the college. How would that, the person who comes with a reserve category would get treated with the respect and dignity from a person, like, because the guy, he may not even get the admission with 95 because the way the competition has been. How would they be treating them? So this is an answer. So maintaining the dignity of all equally, it is important. There should not be any caste, color, and creed, to be honest, when we talk about. And it should be, it is, as I mentioned, it is going to be a very tough decision, but somebody has to buy the bullet. Thank you.
So nice, just Vandana ji, just you put your views. Alok ji, just if you see, analyze chronologically, uh, 2008, there are decision of the Supreme Court. So who have been got the reservation, and that is called the creamy layer. So the creamy layer people should not get the benefit of the reservation. One, either in education in any way. But this is already central government and state government. There may be in competitive mode. Who can give the more to the concern? OBC, SC, ST, women, other than women, 33% women, and so many confusing actually. 7.55% ST, 15% state was there. If you see the chart, the Andhra person, I mean, this is really just so ridiculous, so confusing. That is, a policy is not informed, so scattered, so confusing. It varies state by state, and gender biased also. In Tamil Nadu, OBC was 26.5%. In Maharashtra is less than 2%. Northeast area, reservation pattern is different one. 60% seat reserved for the ST student. West Bengal is different one. If you see Uttar Pradesh is if you see the 21% for ST and 2% for ST and 27% for the OBC. What does it mean? And how the Modi government made the policy for economically weaker section, EWS 10%, but that is also so confusing. There are so many clauses are there. So, do you think any political party really want to just end this renovation, or this is for only eyewash? Alok ji.
Good evening, Kumar Rakesh and Vanna ji. Also, good evening to our viewers. Now, the question you're asking, I'll give it a turn and see it in a different light. For example, are the Muslims and the Christians getting help in any form? They are getting for education and even for education abroad. Let's say we look at it from European point of view. The European point of view is that people need help when when they come from a backward community, or let's say lots of immigrants, they come from playing on their lives and they want to reach the European lands. They come by speedboats or whatever means they have. So they are not even from hand to mouth. So once they come here, so they are giving medical help and everything, and once they are incorporated into the mainstream life, then there is no help. Then they are as good as anybody else. But let's say if something goes wrong, then they get help. But it is not that they get help just because they are black, or they are gypsies, or they come from a specific group. It is not like this. So in the beginning, when I mentioned that the Muslims and the Christians, they get help even to go and study abroad. Why is that? That is because they are considered minorities. Now, in case on one hand, our constitution does not allow us to have, a caste. It says there will be no discrimination on the basis of caste, color, or creed. It categorically says that in the Constitution of India. But then at the same time, it is giving privileges to certain castes. So which means whatever they're doing, it is against the Constitution. Okay, you can make an exception. And I think now there is another thing. On one side, when we are talking about history, rewriting of history, and then there is this protest which people have. They say we should come in terms with the history. Or, let's say the Muslims of today are not responsible for what happened, let's say, 900 years ago. True, they are not responsible. But do you think the Brahmins of today or the Kshatriyas of today are responsible for what happened 5,000 years ago? So why should, we not be put at the same level? Which means on one side, Brahmins are a minority, so they are not getting any help. They can be poor, they can be rich, or they can be whatever. Normally in India, we say a poor Brahmin. Even if you see Panchtantra tales, it never says a rich Brahmin. It always says a poor Brahmin. Okay. And if we think about a Brahmin, the first Brahmin which comes to your head is Sudama, who is again a poor Brahmin. He didn't even have to eat. And we are talking about Krishna's friend. Okay. Now, on one side, they are poor. On the other side, they are, minority, but they don't get any benefits. Why? Because somehow in this system, they were born into a caste system, which today is in disfavor. But were they in favor? I mean, even before the independence, the British were there. Were the British giving them any favors or in the Muslim 800 years rule of the Muslims? Were the Brahmins in a privileged situation? So we are talking about a certain caste of people who probably had, we are not even sure about that, some kind of privilege in the society. But if they were privileged, then why would they be poor? That's my question number one. Now, question number two is, in case they're minority, they should also be given some kind of privileges. And similarly, it happens with the Kshatriyas also. So who is left? Only the Vaishyas. So why should we have anything against the Vaishyas either? So which means the Shudras are getting it, the Brahmins are getting it, and Kshatriyas are going, why? So just rub away. We should not have any kind of reservation, because even Baba Sahib Ambedkar, he said 10 years. Now 75 years have passed. For how long we have to do this prayashchit? And why don't we do one simple method? And that simple method is that anybody who is deserving, first of all, education should be free and compulsory till secondary school level. After that, the deserving students should get a scholarship to do. And if you see, okay, there is a certain group which is not getting it, so they should get university scholarship. UGC is giving scholarship to the deserving ones. So we can continue with that system. Now the problem is, we have politicized the caste. When we did it, we did not realize that it will be very difficult to, take the take this system away. So it is something like, who's going to ring the bell? BJP, will it do it? No. Will Congress and the other, similar people who are living on this kind of caste politics, will they be doing it? No, they'll not be doing it, because their survival is on it. So what they've done is, first there was this Hindu-Muslim divide, then they also tried the North-South divide. Now they are trying a Hindu-Hindu divide, and the vote bank is the Dalits. So in India, there are only two banks existing. One is the Muslim vote bank, which they always go knocking on the doors. That's the reason they'll put the skull cap and then, eat biryanis to get the votes. And the second one is, if the Hindus join together, they
No, no,
join as a
Alokji,
united.
in Muslim also, all the politicians concerned from the all political parties also try and divide the Muslim into Muslim, Hindu in the Hindus. So that is also question.
Now, how
Vandana
are they
ji,
dividing Muslims from the Muslims or the Christians from the Christians? They are not.
Dalit, Mahadalit, Dalit, and after Mahadalit,
But
and
Dalit is not
after
Muslim.
that they are
Dalit is
extracting
Hindu.
the new caste. After that, they are trying to extract the new caste also.
No. In the beginning, there were how many castes? There were only SC and ST, no?
Sir, only
They were
just for the
scheduled castes only. Mahatma Gandhi
vote
called them
politics.
Harijan.
Sir,
Mahatma
just for
Gandhi
the,
called them Harijan. Now we have made so many castes after independence, after the constitution was made. So we are
sir, that's
reinventing
why
the wheel all the time.
there is very peculiar situation. I think Vandana ji, this is the first challenge, the 50% limit. That was a cap. But now I can tell you, when the Supreme Court given instruction that maximum 49.5 should be given. But you will just note to surprise, in Tamil Nadu, there is strong political culture of the backward caste politics. In 1993, State Assembly passed Tamil Nadu. This is different bill from the central. Backward classes, scheduled castes, and scheduled tribes, reservation of seats in educational institution, and appointment or post in the services under the state act to defy the Indira Sawhney judgment and keep its reservation limit intact at 69%. So you can understand what will talent go. Why not the brain drain should be there? Why not? What government is doing, what government should do, how you just think and analyze. This is new challenges and going to be also with the caste census.
See, people are not even realizing, I'm being very honest, what is the impact of this in the Western world, to be honest. When they see Bharat, when they see India, and what they talk about, because this is not treated as something that they are trying to have. Every country, every state, every municipality does have welfare schemes, but the welfare schemes are not based on religion, caste, color basis. When you do that, so definitely there is something that is the agenda that you are trying to compromise to be very honest. Means when we are talking about the reservation, you just said about the Tamil Nadu thing. I mean, this is very disgusting. And we do, if you pick up all the top 10 corporates in the Silicon Valley, means, I'm talking about the mainstream, let this be Microsoft and all and all, why the CEOs, why they were not able to build the Bharat? They had to come out to build another nation. You all claim proud, oh, the CEO, Google, Microsoft, means like all, you just Acrobat, means Adobe, every means like a top. We have the list of it. But they're still working, right? If they could build, because this is why United States of America, we do have welfare schemes too, but that is only for the financially weaker people, and that should be very transparent. So
That should be that's
yeah,
where asking and demanding for the economically. There is also clause EWS, economic weaker section. So, but they are
but
not properly implementing.
so
When Modi
so
government came,
what is being
they reserved for the
implemented?
10%. Reserved
What
for
is being
10%.
implemented when the elections come and this guys come on the road, does the
Yeah,
road shows, and in their election manifesto, this is free, this is free? How could, who's going to pay for it? Somebody
yeah,
somewhere has to
yeah,
pay for it. And means like, is this, they are not able to see, because it is very painful to see, because
yeah.
laptop free de dega, this Delhi CM,
This is a
he
free
has not,
politics, yeah.
yeah, he has not been able to do the permanent positions for the teachers in Delhi, and he goes to Punjab where the teachers are on the water tank, and he's telling them, oh, no, 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 I will make sure. Can you believe that? Are our people stupid? I mean, like, they should see what is happening. Kumar Rakesh ji, being with you for almost 7, 8, 9 months, I should be able to see. You could fool me for a time being that I'm doing nationalistic and stuff like that. But once I'll see with you for a week or so, and then I say, oh, this guy looks to be like, dubious. His agenda is hidden. Then I'll say, thank you. You will keep calling me. You will keep sending me WhatsApp
No,
message. I'll never
as you
come.
know it, my head is no agenda.
That's
Agenda
what,
is open. So,
no,
so,
no,
so
that's,
blunt. Yeah,
no, that's what I'm saying. People have to realize it. In today's
yeah,
time, they could,
yeah,
I'm just comparing the scenario. Not
yeah.
means like, I'm just saying,
I got
because
it. I got it.
why we are
Just
giving
yeah,
time? Because we are giving time, that we feel connected, that this is an important, if we can wake and shake like
yeah,
5% of the people, at least we have accomplished something. So I
yeah.
urge to the people, like, they should boycott. And it is also not a solution that they were, I think there is one clause, they say, no to the candidate, I mean, nota something, like when they go to vote something. Yeah, in India, like, but that itself is a wastage of taxpayers money. When you are going for elections, and then you have to go for elections, somebody has to be there. So this has to be really taken into very serious consideration. I know who is going to bell the cat. Somebody has to do it for the progress of nation. Like, means,
So,
if you really want to
so
be.
just a time of break and a break, and after come to you, Bandanaji, and I'll take the Alok ji also. Just a time of break. Welcome after break. And just Vandana ji is talking is with heart and mind, and but how is possible or not? Alok ji, if you see the how just comparative the reservation to the other country, and how just you see the overall effect of the reservation in Bharat, and how just 50% cap. This is a politically dominant caste driving the change, not the all caste. Even the government of India and the makers of the constitution has given the special privilege to SC, ST, and other backward classes. If you see today, and that over the past few years, the land owning the rural dominant caste are also just had been hesitating for the quotas. Why? Maratha, Jars, Patels, Kapus, just how, why this going on that, and why it's for?
It is very simple. I mean, first you asked me, the first part of the question is what reservation do people have in Europe? They don't have any reservation at all. When I
Yeah.
said the only reservation they can ever get is, let's say there is a child who comes from an underprivileged, household, which means they don't have sufficient income. So the education is free and it is compulsory, so they have to go to the school and all that. And let's say in case there is somebody who cannot even buy the books or the notebooks or whatever happens, so then the social agent is there. They'll probably take care of that also. And in case they don't have food, they'll probably provide them food also. So this is happening. So I wanted to ask Vandana ji, what happens to a black person? I mean, black people have been the most underprivileged people in the world. They were sold like cattle in the United States of America. Do they have any reservation, Vandana ji?
Again, the reservation is even to African American on the basis of the welfare schemes.
No, let's say
Financial, no, no,
I'm son of
financially
a
weaker.
rich lawyer or a
Huh?
doctor, but I'm black. Will I get these privileges?
No, no. If you're financially weak, definitely yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's the same thing. So in case, let's say there is a gypsy person and he, belongs to, normally lots of them, they are flamenco dancers here in Spain or wherever. So, and he's become a star and he's got his Bangalore and he's got everything. His son wants to go and study. He has to slog like anybody else. And only through struggle do you get the best of the talent. You asked me, why are these, let's say the Jats are there or the Patels are there. They are rich people. They have education. They have everything. Why are they, why do they also want my name? Even I would like my name to be put there. Why not? It's 100 meters race. Okay. 100 meters, I'm saying, because approximately a person lives for 100 years. Now, in case your child has to stand at 0 meters and my child stands at 50 meters or 30 meters before you, and they have to run the same race, who will reach first? My son could be, very slow and your son could be very fast. But still, he's got this 30 meters of advantage. Why should he be given? And now it is not about money. It is not about the free ships which, a certain chief minister is trying to give to the people. It is for the people to think he is giving you 1,000 rupees, but he's not giving it from his pocket. He is giving it from the taxpayers' money. So now the question is, like, let's say if I told you, I'll give you 1,000 rupees, will you give me your vote? You can ask me, no, get me a donkey for donkey and I'll give you vote. So maybe I'll go and I'll find out that a donkey costs 10,000 rupees. I'll come back and tell you that I'm sorry, I can give you only 1,000. He say, if you can't get a donkey for 1,000 rupees, do you think I'm a donkey that I'm going to vote you for 1,000 rupees? Now that is the mindset which people should be having. I'm getting free electricity. You are not getting anything free. If they are giving you something, they are making more money than what you are getting, and something is being curtailed from you. That is for sure. Now, in case you are underprivileged, or let's say you have been underprivileged, and they still want to give you, a gift every year, not only to you, but to your kids and your grandkids, and I don't know who else, then the question is, why would I say no? I mean, मुफ्त का लड्डू है ना, क्यों नहीं खाएंगे हम? बिल्कुल खाएंगे. Now that is the idea. Why they want it? Because if it's 100 meters race, why should my child be standing at 0 meters and your child should be standing at 30 meters? I don't see any reason for this. It is the same. If we are born equal, then the conditions have to be equal for all of us. And this is unfortunately not the case in India. So we are not only wasting our money on resources, we are also dividing the mindset of the people. I mean,
Okay.
just imagine a person who has got 70% did not get the job, and these people, who got
Not
33%, they
possible.
have got the job.
We
What
have
will be
seen
the
the
mindset
bureaucracy.
of the person who has got 70%? No, you are creating that, siege within, but that is the main reason they want to do it. They want to divide the Hindu society, because in principle only the Hindu religion or the Hindu society has got this caste base. The Muslims don't have it, and the Christians don't have it, so to say. So that is the purpose. The main purpose is not to, they are trying to secure a vote bank for themselves. They want the minds to, the hatred to come from within. Why would it come out? Is all,
Yeah.
I'm a Brahmin, but he's a Sarkari Brahmin. So you want to create two castes
Alokji,
like that, a
Alokji,
Brahmin and a Sarkari
Alokji.
Brahmin. That
I
is
have
the
seen
idea.
I have seen this many Brahmins just working in the shoe shops. I have seen the Brahmins nowadays who are just cleaning the toilets. I have seen the Brahmins. So nobody can say, but our constitution allows the theory of equality, the Indian constitution, one. And as well as other one, the other article, you see the 46 say state shall promote with special care the educational and economic interests of the weaker section of people, and particular scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, and shall protect the social justice and forms of exploitation. And although in other way, Article 16.4, nothing in Article 64 Clause 2, Article 29 shall prevent the state from making any special provision for the advancement of any socially, educationally backward classes of the of citizen or scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So there is so many confusion if you analyze. Supreme Court decision is 2008. The who have got the reservation, that should not be just take the privileges again. But nobody is just controlling the scene and how our India is going on, Bharat is going on. So Vandana ji, what do you think? This is just
Who
you think
gave
just
reservation to Baba Sahib Ambedkar? Who gave reservation? There was no reservation at that very time. And where he went, he studied. So it's a time now to awaken. Because if you are a beggar, you will always be a beggar. You will never get a seat next to me. No matter even if you're sitting, and you know that very, very well, Kumar Rakeshji and Alokji, you must be aware of it too. Means you cannot, because we come from the same background. The same nation. If you have earned it, you do get a respect. If things come to you on a platter, how people see you, this is very natural. Very, very
Vandana ji,
natural.
they are ruling the country. They are ruling the country. Whatever theoretically you are saying. Sorry.
What I am saying, even if the person is sitting next to you, you may not be able to, because you will be put behind the bars if you start saying something in open. But when you are sitting with the people like us, what you talk about that individual. So now it is a time for that individual race, caste, color, that group to come out and totally reject it. We want equality. There is no equality. We are seeing what's happening when we're talking about, it happened to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, then OBC added. Then everybody wants to get their name into that list of the reservation. Then their Jat came, we want that. There was a very big dharna with the Jat community.
Yeah.
Then the
Yeah.
Gujarati
Yeah.
Community, Patels, I think they had like a big agenda. And Alokji did mention, they are business owners. They are into but it's not about that everyone. I'm just saying all Patels are not rich. Okay, I agree. But those who are not, give it to them. Those who
So,
are Pandey,
yeah.
give it to them.
Yeah.
It should not be कि पांडे ब्राह्मण है, चाहे वो झाड़ू मार रहा है, उसके घर में खाना के नहीं है. There is no food for them. And it should be to everyone. Everybody. Earn it. We are not going to give it to, because see, if you are giving the reservations, you are giving like a 30% coming, and that 70%, it's not even 70 anymore, like 95% people. Because I do have examples sitting at my own home. My brother, my younger brother, he had at that very time, if I'm saying I'm talking about like 89, 88, he had 91.3% marks. He could not get into Delhi College of Engineering. And then we were trying. So he was very young, just passed out his 12th grade. So he told my father, hey, can you get me a scheduled caste certificate? I'm just saying that. I'm just telling. This has happened in
My
our.
daughter, Vandana ji, my daughter asks, he is a doctor. Papa, can you get the economically backward classes? Just so confusing policies. You can't say with the EWS what is definition. So there is so many confusion. So my question to both of you, just a straight question, and I think hope a straight answer. Will the Bharat be free from this politics of reservation and casteism?
मेरे
Do you
जीते
think
जी
so?
तो नहीं होगा.
Okay, Alok ji.
I'll just give you a bit of information that Vannaji said Baba Sahib Ambedkar, and I have more respect for him than I have for Mahatma Gandhi and Nehruji, because he came from an underprivileged caste and he was rubbing shoulders with both these people who came from very affluent class, classes. And he was a deserving student, and because he was a deserving student, he was given a scholarship by Siaji Rao Gaikwad to
Yeah.
go and study in England. Lots of people don't know about certain things about Bhimrao Ambedkar's life. So this should also be mentioned that he also got. There is nothing wrong in getting help from people. It's perfectly all right. The deserving should be given help. I'm
But
perfectly
he
all
was
right with
not
that.
given on the basis of the caste because financially that he
Exactly,
could not afford.
exactly. That's the
what.
point.
Yeah.
He got.
No,
It
not
should be
basis of
given to
caste.
all
This is because
underprivileged
he was
and
a
not
good student.
specially
Huh,
underprivileged.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you cannot do a division in the underprivileged.
Absolutely.
Underprivileged
Sir,
in itself, it is a division.
Yeah.
Alok ji, there are so many questions that time is running out. Only my
Hmm.
question is,
If
do
it
you
will,
think
now the second part of your question, will it happen? I think we have entered a road which is a dead end. I don't think any political party has got these guts to do away with it. What happened in
that's
the
right?
Kisan Andolan? What happened in the Kisan Andolan? Although the rules were in favor of them, there was a complete lockdown of Delhi because of this. You just imagine how these people will be
Sir, 12%,
mind washed
12%
by
of
the opposition into getting
12%
back their vote
farmers
back.
just
This is
lost
going
by
to
the
happen. So I don't
86%.
think it is going to ever change, because no political party has got the guts to undo it now. It is unfortunate, but it is like that.
Even if this political party, when we're talking about, these people are claiming that these many people got killed into farmers protest, government of India didn't use any weapons, government of India didn't use any force. So the people, those who were the leaders, they should be held responsible for the deaths of those, and they should be, means like a, actually there should be cases filed on them, and they should be given punishment for that. Will this government be able to do it?
No. What
That's a
happened,
major
Mandaji,
question.
was when they asked for numbers, they could not produce the numbers. The farmers were asked to produce this number of 77 deaths. They could not produce it.
Sir, they can't, sir. They are all the fake narratives.
So
This
it
is a
was all
false
fake
narrative I'm
propaganda only,
telling you. Just to down the government, and government was trying to play the game. And what will happen, we'll see after May and
Actually,
June.
it is the silent, means I always say silent minority ones over, means the silent majority lost to violent minority.
It
Yeah.
is the history of the world. It
Yeah.
works like that. It is
So
unfortunately, but
I think so.
unfortunately it
As
works
you
like
also agree, that I'm going to wind up. I think our country and Bharat will not free from the politics of reservation casting, as well as there are no guts for any political parties in the name of the vote politics. As I think so, and you all also agree. But we also hope if 370-35 will be abolished, if the Ram Mandir should be made, so why not these two curves for the country? So do I want. Thank you. So nice of you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Namaskar.